Corner grounded delta system is a type of electrical service where one of the phase conductors is intentionally grounded. The scenario you described indicates a corner grounded delta system, given that phase-to-phase voltage is 240 volts, phases A and B to ground are 240 volts, and phase C to ground is 0 volts, with no neutral present. The key characteristic is that one of the phase conductors, in this case, phase C, is directly connected to ground. This grounding configuration provides a return path for fault currents, ensuring proper operation of overcurrent protection devices like circuit breakers and fuses. It's different from other common systems, such as a Y system where the neutral point is grounded, or a delta system with a center tap on one phase grounded, which provides a neutral for single-phase loads. Regarding whether a 240 delta to 208/120Y transformer can be used, the answer is yes. A transformer can change the voltage and configuration of an electrical system. In this case, a 240 delta to 208/120Y transformer can convert the existing corner grounded delta system to a more common 208/120 volt Y system, providing a neutral. The primary side of the transformer is connected to the 240 volt delta, and the secondary side provides a 208/120 volt Y output. This configuration allows for the use of standard 120 volt loads. Keep in mind that when installing a transformer, all applicable electrical codes and safety standards must be followed. This includes proper grounding, overcurrent protection, and disconnect means. There are multiple ways to obtain a neutral for 120 volt loads in a corner grounded delta system. The options include a zig-zag transformer or a Schottky connected transformer. Firstly, a zig-zag transformer is a special purpose transformer designed to create a neutral point in a three-phase system. It's constructed with three identical windings, each connected differently to the three phases. The windings are connected in such a way that the magnetic fluxes produced by each phase current cancel each other out under normal balance conditions, resulting in a very low impedance to ground. However, when a ground fault occurs, the zero sequence currents flow through the zigzag transformer, creating a low impedance path to ground and establishing a stable neutral point. This derived neutral can then be used to supply 120 volt loads. The zigzag transformer does not change the phase-to-phase voltage, only provides a neutral reference. Sizing a zigzag transformer involves calculating the expected ground fault current and ensuring the transformer is rated to handle that current continuously. Secondly, the Schottky connected transformer is another option, although it's less common for simply deriving a neutral. It's primarily used to convert a three-phase system to a two-phase system, or vice versa. However, a modified version can be used to create a neutral point. The Schottky connection consists of two single-phase transformers, a main transformer and a teaser transformer, connected in a specific configuration to achieve the phase conversion. In this application, the teaser transformer can be used to derive a neutral point, which can then be used to supply 120 volt loads. The Schottky connection is more complex than a zigzag transformer and is typically used in specialized applications. When selecting a method to derive a neutral, several factors should be considered. Firstly, the load requirements, the total 120 volt load that needs to be supplied, must be considered. Secondly, the available space, the physical size of the transformer and associated equipment, must be considered. Thirdly, the cost, the initial investment and ongoing operating costs must be considered. Fourthly, the complexity, the ease of installation and maintenance must be considered. Fifthly, the efficiency, the energy losses associated with the transformer must be considered. Proper grounding is critical in any electrical system, but is especially important in a corner grounded delta system. The grounding electrode conductor, GIC, must be properly sized and connected to a grounding electrode system that meets the requirements of the National Electrical Code, NEC. The size of the GEC is determined by NEC Table 250.66 based on the size of the ungrounded conductors. The grounding electrode system can consist of various electrodes, such as a metal underground water pipe, a ground ring, or ground rods. The NEC specifies the minimum requirements for these electrodes to ensure a low impedance path to ground. The equipment grounding conductors X must also be properly sized and connected to all metal enclosures and equipment to provide a path for fault currents. The size of the EGC is determined by NEC Table 250.122 based on the size of the overcurrent protective device. All grounding connections must be made with approved connectors and methods to ensure a reliable and long-lasting connection. When installing a transformer to derive a neutral, several safety precautions must be followed. Firstly, to energize the existing electrical system before starting any work. Secondly, verify that the transformer is properly sized for the load. Thirdly, ensure that the transformer is properly grounded. Fourthly, use appropriate personal protective equipment (PPE) such as gloves and safety glasses. Fifthly, follow all applicable electrical codes and safety standards. Sixthly, have a qualified electrician perform the installation. The corner-grounded delta system has some advantages and disadvantages compared to other electrical systems. Advantages include simple design. The corner-grounded delta system is relatively simple to design and install compared to other systems, such as a Y system with a neutral. Another advantage is inherent surge protection. The grounded phase provides a degree of inherent surge protection, as it limits the voltage rise during transient events. Disadvantages include voltage imbalance. The corner-grounded delta system can be prone to voltage imbalances, especially if the loads are not evenly distributed across the phases. Another disadvantage is higher fault currents. The ground fault currents in a corner-grounded delta system can be higher than in other systems, requiring larger grounding conductors and more robust overcurrent protection. Another disadvantage is limited availability. The corner-grounded delta system is not as common as other systems, which can make it more difficult to find qualified electricians and equipment. When troubleshooting a corner-grounded delta system, several common problems can occur. Firstly, ground faults. Ground faults can occur where a phase conductor comes into contact with ground. Secondly, voltage imbalances. Voltage imbalances can occur due to unevenly distributed loads or problems with the transformer. Thirdly, overcurrent protection tripping. Overcurrent protection devices, such as circuit breakers, can trip due to overloads or short circuits. Fourthly, transformer failures. Transformers can fail due to overheating, insulation breakdown, or other factors. To test for a ground fault in a corner-grounded delta system, use a multimeter to measure the voltage between each phase conductor and ground. A properly functioning corner-grounded delta system will show 0 volts from the grounded phase to ground, and the phase-to-ground voltage of the other two phases should equal the phase-to-phase voltage. If any voltage is present between the grounded phase and ground, it indicates a ground fault. To further isolate the ground fault, disconnect loads and branch circuits one at a time until the voltage disappears. Once the faulty circuit is identified, inspect the wiring and equipment for damage or insulation breakdown. Use an insulation resistance tester, also known as a megometer, to check the insulation resistance of the conductors and equipment. A low insulation resistance reading indicates a potential ground fault. To address voltage imbalances, firstly, check the load distribution across the phases. Secondly, balance the loads as much as possible to ensure that each phase is carrying a similar amount of current. Thirdly, inspect the transformer connections to ensure that they are tight and properly made. Fourthly, check the transformer voltage taps to ensure that they are set correctly. Fifthly, if the voltage imbalance persists, consider using a voltage regulator or a power conditioner to stabilize the voltage. When working on a corner-grounded delta system, always follow safe electrical work practices. Firstly, to energize the circuit before working on it. Secondly, use lockout-tagout procedures to prevent accidental re-energization. Thirdly, wear appropriate personal protective equipment, PPE, such as gloves and safety glasses. Fourthly, use insulated tools. Fifthly, work in a dry environment. Sixthly, never work alone. Selection of overcurrent protection devices in a corner-grounded delta system is critical for ensuring the safety and reliability of the system. The overcurrent protection devices must be sized and selected to protect the conductors and equipment from overloads and short circuits. The NEC provides specific requirements for the selection of overcurrent protection devices, including the ampacity of the conductors, the interrupting rating of the circuit breakers, and the time current characteristics of the fuses. The overcurrent protection devices must be coordinated to ensure that the device closest to the fault clears the fault without causing unnecessary tripping of upstream devices. Coordination studies are often performed to determine the optimal settings for the overcurrent protection devices. The NEC Article 450 provides requirements for the installation and protection of transformers. This article covers topics such as transformer overcurrent protection, transformer grounding, transformer ventilation, and transformer location. The transformer overcurrent protection requirements vary depending on the size and type of transformer. The NEC provides specific tables and calculations for determining the appropriate overcurrent protection for transformers. The transformer grounding requirements are similar to the general grounding requirements for electrical systems. The transformer must be grounded to provide a low impedance path for fault current. The transformer ventilation requirements are intended to prevent the transformer from overheating. The transformer must be located in a well-ventilated area to allow for adequate cooling. The transformer location requirements are intended to protect the transformer from physical damage and environmental hazard. The transformer must be located in a safe and accessible location. The corner grounded delta system is a unique electrical system that requires careful attention to detail. By understanding the principles of operation, the grounding requirements, and the safety precautions, qualified personnel can safely and effectively work on these systems. Always consult the NEC and other applicable codes and standards before performing any electrical work.